Number 10, which graph does not represent a proportional relationship? So if we've got a graph and we want to see if it's proportional or not, it's got to go through the origin. Okay, so the only graph that does not go through the origin is our A. 11, which representations show y as a function of x? Remember, you've got a function when your x's don't repeat. So we're looking for a function. So we're just going to look at our x values. When we find one that doesn't have repeating x values, that's our function. So A, we've got 1, 2, 3, 2, and 0. So I've got 2 2's, so that's not a function. On B, we've got -3, -6, -5, -6. I have -6 repeat, so that means it's not a function. And then on C, we've got 2, 3, 4, 2. I've got 2 2's, so that means C is not a function. So D's got to be our function. Just to double check, if you did the vertical line test, your figure on the graph wouldn't cross your line more than once, or your pencil, whatever you used. Number 12, same thing. We're looking for which table represents y as a function of x. So we're looking for a table where the x's don't repeat. So on A, I've got -1, -2, 0, -1. So I've got 2 -1s, so it can't be a function on A. And then on B, I've got 4, 5, 6, and 5. So again, I've got a repeating number, 5 repeats, so it can't be B. Number 6, just looking at your x values, remember 3, 6, 2, 6. I've got 2 6's, so it can't be C. And then on D, we've got 3, 5, 8, and 9. So none of those numbers repeat. That's got to be our answer. Number 13, Alex has started working at a part-time job to save money for college. He will graduate from high school in 23 months. He plans to invest $275 each month in an interest-bearing savings account. First of all, if you're getting interest, that's extra money. So more money. With a financial institution that does not charge fees as long as a minimum of $200 is kept in the account. He does not plan to withdraw any money until he graduates from high school. Which of these statements best describes the amount of money Alex will have in the savings account when he graduates? So he's saving $275 every month, and he's going to do that for 23 months. Okay? But on your worksheets that you guys got, it didn't say anything about interest. This problem says it's interest bearing. So that means 275 times the 23 months is what his account will be. But since there's interest bearing, there's going to be extra money added to that. Okay, so it's going to be that plus interest. So when we look at our answer choices, A says there's no way to predict the amount of money he will have because of financial uncertainty. That's not true. If you're putting the same amount of money in each month for so many months, you're going to know what you're going to have. Plus interest. B, the account balance will be less than 275 times 23 because of bank fees. Remember, it said it does not charge fees. So no. C, the account will be equal to 275 times 23. That would normally be okay, but since it said it had interest bearing, it was an interest bearing savings account, that means you're going to earn interest on that account. So it's not going to be equal. It's going to be more than 275 times 23 because of interest earned. Okay, there's one on your test like that, so just make sure that you're aware that interest means extra money. Number 14, which of these statements best describes the effects of investing small amounts of money regularly? So this was on our 3-6 that we did. So A, small amounts of money invested regularly decrease over time. No, that would be sad. If you are investing money and you're losing that money, someone is stealing from you. That's not true. B, small amounts of money invested regularly will never equal the value of investing larger amounts of money irregularly. Remember, we said that that was not true, that it's better to save a small amount regularly over time, not sporadic amounts of larger. So C, small amounts of money invested regularly will never equal the value of investing one larger lump sum. Again, that's not true, because typically with interest, your amount of money is going to grow if you're investing regularly. D, small amounts of money invested regularly over time, grow over time. Yes, that is exactly our answer. There's one just like this on the test, so make sure you're aware of that information. Number 15, Brianna is planning on attending a private university after she graduates from high school in 3 years. She is devising a plan to save money each month. Okay, so we're already looking at years to months, so keep that in mind. Think about how many months are in a year, to help with the expenses of attending the university. The cost of attending the private university for 1 year is $33,500. Her family has promised to contribute. They're going to give her $20,900 each year she's in school. Which plan shows the minimum amount of money she must contribute to her savings to have enough money to pay for her first year of tuition? So first thing, she's going to graduate in 3 years, okay? But it's asking how much she can contribute each month. How much can she pay each month or save each month? So first things first, turn that 3 years into months, since that's really what we're looking at. So multiply that 3 times 12. So she's got 36 months to save this money, okay? So that's step 1. Step 2, figure out how much money she's got to save. So then we can figure out how much per month she's going to owe. So the amount of her tuition, $33,500, but her family is going to give her $20,900 each year. Okay, so each year she's actually going to need $12,600. Okay, so this is the amount of money that she actually needs. That's how much she wants to save in 36 months. Now we're trying to figure out the minimum amount of money she must contribute to her savings. So how much could she save every month? Because all of your answer choices say per month. So divide that total balance that she's left with after her parents contribute by 36. So 12,600 divided by 36 is $350. There you go. On number 16, the equations y equals negative x and y equals 2x plus 7 are graphed on the coordinate plane. So it's already graphed for you. You don't have to graph those linear equations. They're there for you. Which of the following accurately verifies the intersection, which means where they cross, right? That satisfies both equations. Don't get mixed up by all of this, because it's going to give you a solution in the form of a coordinate, an ordered pair. And so that's all you really need to look at. Don't let this stuff trip you up. So look at your graph. Look at where those two lines intersect. So we've got one line here, one equation here, one equation here. So they cross about right here. And so we want to figure out that ordered pair. So it comes over 2, so negative 2, and up 2, so positive 2. So negative 2, positive 2 is the point that I'm looking for. A says negative 2, negative 2. B says 0, 2. That would be right here. That's not right. C says 0, 0. That would be your origin. That is not where they crossed. And D says -2, +2. Perfect. Number 17, same thing. X equals -1 and y equals 2x minus 3 are shown on the graph below. So it's kind of hard to see them, but here is x equals -1, and here is your 2x minus 3. Okay? So which point satisfies both equations? So that's where they cross. That's where I see that they cross. And that's at -1, -3. Okay? And then just to double check, if you're not sure, if you can't see the graph very well on your test, you'll be able to see it a lot better, but check the other points. So like B says 1, -3. Well, 1, -3 is way over here. That has nothing to do with those lines. C is -3, 1, 2, 3, -9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be way down here. That's not going to work. And D is +3, +9. Way up there. So even if you feel like you need to double check yourself, do it that way and then see which point actually falls in that intersection. Okay, if you guys take these home tonight, get them signed by your parents that they are completely done, your parents see that they are completely worked through, then you guys can receive extra points on your test.